Tragic happens in your life, you have to choose how you're going to react to it.
We see and report stories every day of people who react well and some who don't. Tonight, Fox 8's Bob Buckley with one of the inspirational stories. Bob.
There is a woman who now lives in Greensboro who was faced with that situation recently. Tonight's Buckley Report shows you her journey that you'll have to see to believe. When it comes to fighting cancer, the Pan Mass Challenge is an event like no other. Thousands of bikers riding across Massachusetts, raising millions of dollars, $30 million last year. More money for child cancer research than any sporting event on the planet. Denise DeSimone loved being part of it, riding 150 miles a week to train. So when she started feeling fatigued, she wasn't alarmed.
And my doctor, without seeing me, assured me it was nothing to worry about.
Until that day in August of 2005, when she rode nearly 90 miles.
The next day I went to the doctor because I almost died that day riding my bike. I didn't know I was dying.
She did know that she had a lump in her throat, so doctors went in to see what it was.
And I asked him, do I have lymphoma? And he said, I wish you had lymphoma. What you have is far worse, much more serious.
Squamous cell carcinoma, and it was spreading fast.
6 months later, they removed the left side of my neck in what's called a neck dissection. And the worst part about it is I couldn't sing, and I always sang. I loved to sing. I had a song in my heart all the time.
Please welcome Denise DeSimone.
She sang well enough to perform publicly, but she turned all her attention to dealing with her cancer, but not how you might think.
I made friends with it. I talked to it. I let it become my mentor and my sage and my teacher.
Which is not to say life with cancer was easy. Her moods went
from anger to despair to sadness to just feeling like, you know what, I am not going to do this. I am going to die. It's easier to die than to go through this.
She was raised Catholic, but found her way to becoming a non-denominational minister who was open to adding alternative therapies to her treatment.
So it makes it easier to tolerate the harsh treatment that you have to have for cancer.
It's the difference between surviving and thriving. I totally 100% stand on top of that.
The 1-2 is driven to deep left for Pedroia. Back far, and that ball is gone.
A year and a half after her stage 4 diagnosis, Denise got a call from her beloved Boston baseball team asking her if she would sing the national anthem.
I said, I don't know. I'll have to call you back. Oh, say, can you see?
This woman, born into Red Sox Nation,
by the dawn's early light,
went from stage 4 to center stage in less than 2 years.
At the twilight's last gleaming. I didn't just sing for me. I sang for everyone there and everyone who has ever been touched or affected by cancer.
She has turned her life story into a book by that name. A story some would call the miracle of modern medicine, others might call the miracles bestowed by a greater power.
I live my life that I expect miracles to happen, and I'm shocked when they don't. And most people live their life, they're shocked when they do happen.
Denise just calls it life, one she's happy to still have. Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News. And Denise, who lives half of her year in Greensboro, the other half back in Massachusetts, is working on a children's book now. She hopes to have that one finished soon.
She certainly has a great voice and a great message, too.
No kidding. All right.